Guys, what's going on? My name is Bridgette and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having an awesome day, and today's video is going to be a first impressions and little mini tutorial / review of the Rose Gold Remastered palette by Huda Beauty. So I received this in my PO box. Thank you so much, Tish, for sending this to me. I really appreciate it. I wanted that original Rose Gold palette so bad, and now I'm really excited to try out the remastered one. So without any further ado, let's jump into the video. Alright guys, before we get started, I put a video every single freaking day, so if you want to subscribe, I'd appreciate it. It'd be great. Thank you. So, the Rose Gold Remastered palette. The Rose Gold original palette, which I will leave a picture of right here, is a legend in the makeup community. It is honestly one of the most stunning palettes I've ever seen in my entire life. And then it went away, and now it's back. Remastered and better formulated than before, so it says. So this is one of those palettes that I have always wanted to try, but it's a little bit outside of my price range because honestly, $65 on an eyeshadow palette is crazy in my eyes. Now I know there's people who buy like Natasha Denona $120 something palette, but to me $65 for some eyeshadow is a lot of money. So it really needs to be worth that price. So let's find out if it is. This is the actual packaging for the palette. It comes in a beautiful unicarton like this, but this is the actual palette. Now this is a cruelty-free palette, which is amazing. And this is what the palette looks like. Honestly, I know so many people are over like the golds and the reds. I love a warm eyeshadow look, so this is perfect. The only color that I look in here and I don't think I'm ever going to use is this color of Black Truffle. I'm really opposed to black eyeshadow, but I think it's great for deepening up some of these looks because there is a lot of lighter colors in here. Now we have a mix of mattes and then like a glimmery foily kind of formulation along the top, and there's a few in here, but then all the rest of these are mattes. So you get a good mix, which is good because I hate a palette that's all mattes or all shimmers. I want a good mix. But if I had to pick mattes or shimmers, I'm going to pick mattes. So let's go ahead and try this palette out. I'm going to do a little tutorial of how I did this little eye makeup look. And we're going to see if this formula is really worth the price. Hey guys, so I am ready to test this out. This is the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Palette Remastered. Ooh, it's freaking stunning. And then inside you have like this clear card thing. So inside here are all the colors unused. They look really pretty. They look really uniform and pressed down. Now I watched someone do the tutorial a couple of days ago of this. I didn't watch like a review, I just watched like a mini tutorial. And it seemed like the shimmers got messed up really easily, but we'll see. So there is no light colored base in here for me to set my eyelid primer, so I already did that with a different shadow. But we're going to start off with the color of Demure right here, and I'm going to buff it over the crease. Okay, so this first color of Demure that I buffed over the crease worked pretty well. It's not the most highly pigmented thing on the world, no, but it blends out well, and it looks pretty smooth. So, and there was like barely any kickback also. So I'm going to take the color, I'm going to take the color of Sandalwood and buff it into the inner part of the crease. I never like making like the inner part of my eye super, super dark. So let's just do this. I put that first color down to really give us like a nice base. And I think it looks pretty good. Okay, next up I'm going to take this color of Risque because it's speaking to my freaking soul. And I'm going to buff it on the outer corner of the crease and blend it into the center of the crease area. Right above my pupil. This color is freaking stunning. I'm going to use that same brush so it really blends in together. Okay, so that one was like, this feels like a little bit dry. Let me just swatch it with my finger. It looks good, but like it took a little bit of building up to get here. unless I press really hard with the brush into the pan, which I shouldn't have to do for the price tag of this palette. But the color looks pretty, if that helps my case any with this palette. I don't know. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some setting spray on a flat packing brush. This one's kind of a big one, but a lot of my brushes are dirty right now. And I'm going to start playing with these shimmers. So I'm going to take... Let's take the color of Rose Gold, because it is the Rose Gold palette, which is right here. And I'm going to pack it all on one side of this brush. Wait, it just kind of... I was trying to pack this onto the brush, and it just seems to be smushing around in here. And the brush doesn't really look like it's picking up anything. Meh. Okay. It's a synthetic brush. It should be picking this up. It's wet with setting spray. It's just kind of smushing around in here. Like, look, it just looks kind of smushed. Now, I usually use my finger for shimmers and stuff if I'm using like one color on the lid, but I usually use, I mean, that's not really applying that well. What if I pick a different kind of brush? Alright. Wet. Let's go back into Rose Gold. Yeah, it's just kind of smushing around in here. It's not picking up anything. Alright. It's going on the lid. It's not really... Okay. That's not really working. So I'm just going to take my finger, rub into this pan. It's getting like a really weird texture in the pan here. And then it's on the finger, it looks kind of chunky. Like, I don't know what's going on. Just pack it on. There we go. That's a beautiful foil. Wow, that is freaking stunning. Once you finally figure out how to get it on your lid. And if I was working on a makeup client or something, I would not want to use my finger. I prefer to use setting spray just to set a fantastic glittery formula. Oh, it's so metallic and so pretty. I do kind of feel like this rose gold color is supposed to be pink and orangey like a rose gold, but I can definitely see like it looks pink and then towards the end of the swatch it looks gold. It doesn't look like it's the same color throughout, which is a little bit weird. I'm going to clean my finger off now, and then we'll apply a different color on the outer corner of the lid. Okay, so for the outer corner of the lid, I'm going to take the color of 24 Karat because it is like one of the most bold colors in this palette. And let's see if it does that weird texture thing again. I'm just going to take, it's not used. It just rubs in here. Like, it really ruined the pan already. It looks good, not chunky on this pinky here. It's freaking stunning when applied with a finger. I'm just going to kind of blend this into the rose gold. It is absolutely gorgeous. But it's like, you're making the pan really ugly. I took a good dent into this just putting on the outer corner. Yeah, it's really pretty when you pack it on with a finger. I should be able to pick it up on a wet brush though, so I don't understand. And now let's look at my palette. You can see the two shimmers I used up top don't look pretty anymore. Like, they've had a hurting in them, and I've used it once. This looks like I've went into it like 8 times. But that shimmer, these metallics are really pretty. Okay, let's move on to the lower lash line now. My hand is like covered in... Ugh. Okay. For the lower lash line, I'm going to take the BH Cosmetics V16 underlying brush, and I'm going to take it into the color of Man Eater. Let's take this red color, and I'm just going to buff it on the outer corner lower lash line, and then I'm going to take a little bit of henna mixed with Man Eater through the rest of the lower lash line. And we'll just see how these apply. Because it's matte and I'm sure it's going to be fine. So the red underneath here is super red. Like, I thought it would blend out like the pinks did on the top. But it's just really, really red. I know I kind of packed it on, but there's no light base for me to take in here and kind of like buff it out. I can take the color of the Demure again. But that's just going to make it more pink. It's not really going to blend it that well. There's no light matte base, which I require. It doesn't have to be a white base. It can be an off-white base. It can be anything. But I need like a matte base to set my eyelid with or blend out any other colors. I don't have that in this palette. I'm really in love with these metallic-y, like, top row of beautiful shimmery metallic things. It's really beautiful. So I'm going to go take, I'm going to go put mascara, lashes, and finish my face up, and we'll be right back with some final thoughts. Alright guys, I am back. I have worn this for an hour now, just to have like a little bit of a long wear test, and we're going to see what I think. So obviously, I have a very hooded lid, so the shimmer's transferred up, which I don't kind of don't care because I'm used to it at this point. But for it being a $65 palette, I really wish it had more like staying power and wouldn't transfer so much because she's up there. So let's break it down. It's wearing well. I think it looks cute. The mattes in this palette work. They're good. It's a little bit dry. I would like a little bit of a softer matte to it. I shouldn't have to build them up as much as I think I did, which if this was a cheaper palette would be completely fine with me because there is pigment there. It's just not like astonishing pigmentation, you know? They are a little bit of a drier matte texture. I have a problem with these foil things. This is a $65 palette. It should be, I should have more options. I should not have to be forced to use my finger to apply the little foils. I think even if I put a concealer base down instead of just like a NYX eyeshadow base is what I use to base my eyelid, it should have stuck to the brush and applied to my lid perfectly. If I put concealer on there, I'm still probably going to use my finger to set these shimmers and foils up there. I don't think all of these are the same formula. Oh no, they definitely are. This one's harder than the rest of them, but all the rest of these still have like this it wants to move kind of formulation to it. They are very beautiful. I think all the colors have pigmentation. I'm not going to say like this has no pigment in it. It does, but I shouldn't be forced to apply it with my finger if I don't want to. Now, if you are a practicing makeup artist and you're wondering if you want to put this in your kit, it's like a luxury palette to offer to your clients, don't. There are other palettes that have better formulation. You don't have to work so hard to use properly. If you are doing your makeup every day, like relaxing, chilling, I would use this palette. I think I'm going to use this palette a lot because I am in love with the color scheme. I don't mind packing things on with my finger just because I like to just lay back and I can take my time and do my makeup. If you are like going to work and you're in a rush, you want to throw some eye makeup on, this is not the palette for you. This takes too much time to work on. I mean, for this being a remastered palette, I should at least be able to use a synthetic brush to apply shimmery foils if I want to. I don't have that option. I don't think it's worth using for like an everyday. If it's on sale, I would pick it up. If it was half price, if it was $30 something, I would definitely recommend this palette. But for $65, I can't recommend it. Again, I like to take my time doing makeup. I'm probably getting a lot of use out of it. But for this being remastered, I should be able to use it like how I want to use it, you know? I should have options here, and I don't feel like I do with this palette. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. I put a video every single freaking day. If you have this palette or the original one, let me know which one you like. If you like the look of the other one better, you like the look of this one better. I think personally, I really like this packaging. I think it's freaking beautiful. But I also see the benefit of the old packaging where you can actually see what's inside. So I don't know. I think it's beautiful. I'm excited to have this palette because I just really wanted it for a really long time. And I could never spend the $65 on it. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you later. Bye.